Stoveleg Media, igniting conversation.
Welcome to True Crime to Go. What can I get for you?
Do you have any idea how long it took me to get in your drive-thru? I waited 45 minutes for a Reese's hot...
Pull up to the second window and we'll see you next crime.
Welcome to True Crime to Go. I'm John here with Jamie. I didn't even get to finish my order.
I gotta know what you were going for. A Reese's hot what?
A Reese's hot fudge sundae.
A hot toddy?
No, no. Man, I tell you, is there anything worse than sitting in traffic?
It's bad. It's real bad. And
you started working now, like outside of the home, and you have to drive, and
yeah,
there's people.
And I do have traffic quite a bit because Kentucky is, I think we should call it the road construction state. But the traffic that I have to sit in is nothing compared to what these people in this story are dealing with. You sent this to me. My wife sent this idea to me. It's just, this is literally unbelievable and should give us all pause for where we're going as a society.
Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Jamie, you and I have been in a couple of Ubers together, but have you ever heard of Waymo?
I've heard of Waymo. I wish I had Waymo money. How about that? Hey-o.
I have Waymo problems, that's for sure. No, Waymo, it seems like they are basically an Uber, but they're a self-driving vehicle. So yeah. You don't have to talk to an Uber driver. It's really an introvert's dream scenario.
Yeah, get in a car with zero conversation, arrive at your destination. That's a win-win-win.
But there is a neighborhood in Northwest Atlanta to where this is becoming a nightmare. So for approximately 2 months earlier this year in 2026, and really growing in recent weeks, there is a number of Waymo vehicles that are clustering in groups because they're, for some reason, when they are not scheduled for a ride, they go to one area in the suburbs of Atlanta and they just all gather together in one or two cul-de-sacs. And it is causing nightmares. People cannot get out of their homes. It is, if you lived on these streets, you have to be furious. And the video of it is just crazy.
It is. It's a crazy video. And to me, the shocking part was just the sheer number of these things. Like, yes, I've heard of Waymo. I get the concept. I assume that it existed in limited quantities. But when you see some of this video footage, it is astounding. Particularly on the morning of May 14th, residents reported a major surge in traffic. One neighbor said that nearly 50 Waymo vehicles came through their area in their neighborhood between 6 and 7 a.m.
Hey.
Videos show multiple empty vehicles circling cul-de-sacs and driving up the same streets over and over and over. And of course, that's terrible for traffic. It is disconcerting. I mean, just seeing a car with no people in it would really freak me out. But I mean, let's talk about the impact on the environment, on the gas being wasted, on all the bad things. This is terrible.
Yeah, well, because there were so many in a very small area, this caused several Waymo vehicles to become confused, if you will, while trying to turn around. So this resulted in a temporary traffic jam in a neighborhood where in Atlanta you would expect there to be traffic jams, but in this neighborhood there's typically not. But it's a little area with a cul-de-sac, and there are cars everywhere. It looks like a parade that's gone berserk.
It does, and I would feel so weird about that, about just seeing cars go up and down the street and back and forth. One resident got so fed up that they used a step-to-kid neon crossing sign and put it out in the street that, I mean, it's supposed to serve as like the Waymo vehicles detect people and that kind of thing. So it was supposed to make them think there's a kid in the road to stop, but it really just confused them because some of the cars thought it was a kid and some didn't.
Waymo reportedly made a statement to ABC News that said they are committed to being good neighbors and they take community feedback seriously. The company did confirm that it had already worked with its fleet partner to address the routing behavior. Waymo also noted that with over 500,000 weekly trips across the country, its service is designed to reduce traffic injuries and improve road safety. I would say the neighbors in this little street in northeast Atlanta or northwest Atlanta does not feel that sentiment.
Not at all. Not at all. And I wouldn't either. It's fairly, I don't know, a little mind blowing to me when we talk about the different ways that AI, and I mean, this is a vehicle that detects and has a computer that makes driving decisions based on those things. This is AI, whether you think about it or not. But as far as we know, there have been no injuries caused by this, but there certainly has been that backup of traffic, and this is verified by all kinds of different videos. So this has been an absolute nightmare for this town, but it's going to be probably a legal nightmare for Waymo at some point, and it should be.
We live in a suburb, if you will, of a fairly small town. But
I think our town is a suburb of a medium-sized town.
I think you're absolutely right. But we do live in a cul-de-sac in separate houses. And I just can't imagine there being 50 cars on our street. Like, it just wouldn't hold that many cars.
No.
But you talk about just the traffic. Well, imagine if you're blocked in your driveway and you need to go somewhere and there's like 30 Waymos in your way. I'm going to be putting a steel bumper on my Highlander and just moving some Waymos out of my way.
Right? I'm going to go Whamo on the Waymos. You know what I'm saying?
There's a title if I've ever heard one.
Waymo, or I don't even remember what I said. We'll
Whamo on the Waymos.
Whamo on the Waymo. Yeah, this is absurd, and it's hopefully a warning to everybody out there that is just thinking of going completely automated with vehicles that weigh thousands of pounds. Not a great idea.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Drive your own cars, or at least make them go somewhere not in somebody's way.
And stay out of our cul-de-sac. It's been a crime story in 10 minutes or less.
Would you like crime with that?
You've listened to True Crimecast, distributed by Stoveleg Media. Check out stoveleg.com to find out more about your hosts and to find other podcasts to listen to. Stoveleg Media, igniting conversation.